Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. So today I just want to review a little bit. I saw that last week we were estimating and rounding numbers, and I saw that some of us struggled a little bit, so I just want to do a little bit of a review. So I have 1,234 here. What I'm going to do is I'm simply just going to label what place they're in. So 1 is in the thousands. It's in the thousands place, okay? Two is in the hundred place, the hundreds place, okay? 3 is in the 10 or the tens place. And then 4 is in the ones place, okay? So here's an example here. So I'm just going to write example number 1. So let's say we have 36. I want to round to the tens place, okay? So in order to round to the tens place, I need to figure out which number is in the tens. According to this chart, I only have 2 numbers here. So my number here, tens, 3 is in the tens place. So in order to round up a typical number, I have to look at its friend here in the ones place and determine, is that more than 5? It is in this situation. So my rounding number would be 40. So I rounded in the 10 place. The second example, I'm going to write, 42. I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to label this rounding tens place. So for 42 here, I'm going to look, my tens place is that 4, just like in our example up here. So I'm just going to underline that. Alright, so I'm going to look in the ones place and look at that number. Is 2 5 or more? It is not. If it's not, you're not going to round up. It's going to be 40. Three. I'm going to do 78. So I'm looking at my tens place. That's the 7. Is 8 larger than 5? Yes, it is. So I'm going to round to 80. I hope that makes a little bit of sense now. I hope that's good review for you. Now I'm going to round to the hundreds place. I'm going to separate this. So hundreds place. Let's see, for number 4, I'm going to make up a number. 237. Okay. So my 100 place, I'm going to look up here at my chart. So 4 is ones, that's the tens. The third number over is hundreds. So my hundreds place is the 2. I'm going to underline that. I'm going to look at the buddy to the right of it. It's 3. Is 3 equal to 5 or larger than 5? It is not. So when I round, I'm going to round to 200. Because that's my hundreds place. Here's another example, 5. If I'm still rounding to the 100 value place, my 100 is the 4 number, and I'm going to look to the right. Is 5 equal to 5 or more than 5? Yes, it is. So when you round in the hundreds place, it's going to be 500. Now number 6. $888. Okay, so continuing in the 100 place, here's my 100. That's the first 8 to the left. I'm going to look over to the number to the right. Is 8 larger or equal to 5? Yes, it is. So I'm going to round to 900 because that's the 100th place value. Alright, what I'm going to do at the bottom here is I'm going to combine. So let's see here. I'm just going to do tens. And this will be my 100 side. Let's say I have that 888. So I'm going to use some of these same numbers from above. If I want to figure out how to round the tens place, I first need to figure out what number is in the tens place. If I look at my chart above, it's the second number over. So in this case, it's the middle number. I'm going to look to the right to figure this out. Is 8 larger or equal to 5? Yes, it's larger. So when I round to the tens place, it's going to be 890. Another example, I'm just going to use a number from up there, 451. If I'm rounding this number to the tens value, our tens value is the second number to the left. So I'm going to underline that. It's the second number, so in this case it's in the middle. It's 5. I'm going to look to the number to the right. Is 1 larger or equal to 5? It is not. So I'm going to round to 450. Okay, one more example from above. 237. So if I'm still in tens, 3 is in the tens place. We'll look to the number to the right. Is 7 larger or equal to 5? Yes, it is. So when I round in the tens place, it's going to be 240. Because when you round up, the 3 is going to change to 4. I'm going to stop there for today with the rounding review, and then I'm going to change gears a little bit. We were talking about subtraction, okay, last time. So I'm just going to review this page, and we're going to look for words that you would find in a subtraction problem. And then we're going to underline those words first. And then next week, you're going to be solving those problems and determining if they're an addition problem or a subtraction problem. So here's our example. So it says steps in solving word problems. Read this problem, follow the steps below to solve it. Kim and Paul hiked 9 miles on Tuesday. They hiked 12 miles on Wednesday. How many more miles did they hike on Wednesday than on Tuesday? So it says always step 1, read the problem. That's very important. Okay, step 2, learn what you must find out. So what are we trying to find out in this situation? Trying to find out how many more miles did they hike on Wednesday than Tuesday. It says notice the clue words. Clue words give you the clue to solving the problem. How many more tells you to find the difference between two numbers. So difference is subtraction. So this problem you should subtract. So then step 4, you're going to write down the numbers. Which is the larger number? So you're going to always subtract the smaller from the larger number. So our numbers are 9 and 12. So they took 12 minus 9, subtract to find the difference, and they got 3. I want us to look at these clue words first. Okay, so in our homework for today, you're going to tell me when you read a problem what the clue words were in that problem. So words and groups of words like these give you a clue. They tell you to find the difference between numbers. They tell you how to subtract. So these are clue words: how many more, how much larger, how many less, how much shorter, how much more, left, so what is left, not the direction, difference, remain, greater, and fewer. So as a reminder, not all problems have clue words, but I want you to recognize these clue words. So on the Google form, there's going to be questions, there's going to be word problems, but you're just going to tell me what the clue word is so you know when to subtract in that problem. And then we're also going to be working on this rounding review in your Google form as well. I just want to make sure we're understanding this because this is very important, especially when we start talking more about money. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'd be very happy to help you.